So you know how it's like, it's now warm here in Iowa already. End of January, it's in the 50s.
Well, we had 2 weeks of actual winter.
Yeah, where it was freezing, how it's supposed
snowy,
to be piled up all around.
Yep,
like
and now it's back in the
feet of
50s.
snow.
Yeah.
And now it's
The snow's
all
gone. Yeah, it's all gone.
Everything's wet. But I went to the store the other day, and my first step into the store, I slipped, and I swear this is the exact noise I made. Whoa!
Oh my god, dude, you sound like a cartoon.
I did not mean to do that.
Well, because you react.
Yeah, and I didn't even fall down. I just like my foot slid a little bit in front of me.
That's the tough part. Is everything is melting, so everything is wet, but there's sometimes ice underneath it. Because I went on a walk a few days ago, and I was walking around, and I slipped like that, but I didn't make that noise.
No, and I made that noise around a lot of people. They just looked.
And you at least didn't fall over.
Right. I think that noise would have been more acceptable if I fell over.
Yeah, because people hear it, they turn, and you're just walking normally.
Or I'm just standing. They're just...
Can we hear that noise again?
Whoa!
Dude, it sounds like Yoshi's trying to jump or something, dude. That's what...
But like, then I made eye contact with one person, gave them a nod, and just walked.
What were you doing? What store was it?
It was Hy-Vee.
Oh, so you're just going to get groceries?
Yeah, so there's families around
So
me.
you were already
At least I wasn't at like Home Depot.
Yeah, like the manly store. Just a bunch of contractors like, this guy is probably not supposed to be shopping here.
Get him.
Can we see your ID, sir? Do you belong at Home Depot? Dude, that's funny. But it's a dangerous fucking time. You know, because the wet, it's so nice, everything's melting, but then it gets a little cold at night, so things start to freeze again. Yeah.
Also, these are still my FedEx shoes, which means I've run hundreds of miles in them, and they are smooth.
Yeah, they have no traction.
Because I slide on everything now. It's so frustrating.
You're lucky you didn't fall.
I know. I don't think I've fallen this year. I've seen Izzy fall once.
Was it funny?
Yeah.
It always is funny when people fall.
I saw it through the window, so I didn't have to help because she didn't know I saw it.
And then when she walks in, you just act normal.
Yeah, she's like, God, hey, shit out there. I was like, oh no.
What you didn't see it. Even though you're...
And like I saw, like, because like I'll hear when she gets home, or like I'll notice like her car drive by, and so like I went by the window, I just saw...
She probably thought no one saw.
Yeah.
Which is, if I fall, I like look around. I'm like, please, nobody see that.
That's something I don't miss about FedEx is falling. And I know I've told a few stories here, but the worst one I've had was, it was a large stones path.
Oh yeah.
Like where there's just a few stones in a row, and like, but with like grass in between them. But for this, they shoveled the stones, but there's still snow in between them.
Okay, so he's like, okay, this is the path. Yeah.
So you have to do a little hop
in between,
and just like foot flew out from under me, and like we're both legs up and back hit the ground.
God, that hurts so bad
because it knocks the wind out of you. And I laid there for at least 2 minutes,
just like
where you're a little nervous. Somewhere like if I start getting up, I'll hear like just bones
just cracking
together. Go, yeah,
this shouldn't be happening. Falling is so funny if people don't get injured. I mean, sometimes it is if they do get injured.
Yeah. As long. I know it's always funny.
Yeah.
If it's a good fall, it's a good fall.
I saw a clip. I don't even know what it was. It was like security footage of these people like fighting.
Okay.
I don't even know how I saw this clip. There's people fighting like in like I don't know, like a lobby of like a hotel or something.
Yeah.
And they're fighting, and like there's an elevator door, and the elevator next to them opens, but then they fall into the other elevator door and break through it, and then fall through it.
Jesus
like
Christ!
Their bodies just fall
like into the shaft.
Yeah, into the shaft because the elevator was. I don't know. But it was funny because they're
just gone.
Spilled my beer already. Fuck. I can't put it there. But it was funny, dude.
God, this isn't funny. And I don't know why I did this, but the other day. Do you ever like watch just horrible accidents on the internet?
No. I feel like you get into that because of Tom Segura.
Maybe. Well, I've been doing that before. I've seen him do it, but
how do you even stumble upon this?
You don't. You look for it, and then it's.
What do you search?
Accidents.
Jesus.
And then you click on a picture that doesn't show the image immediately, or like that kind of stuff. And I just scrolled through that one morning. I'm like,
a morning?
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
not a morning activity.
I know, and
dude.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a horrible day now because I just did this for like I don't. It felt like I didn't decide to. It was just happening all of a sudden. Like God damn.
So like, what kind of stuff were you seeing?
The worst one is that it's like workplace accidents. So like stuff
like machines.
Yeah. So like stuff I used to like work on at the welding job. Like God, have you ever seen a lathe accident video?
No.
Those are
that's fucking scary.
Those are the things that
the
spin super.
Yeah.
And my job was right next to the lathe operators.
Well,
at the welding
that's
place.
even tough because you guys. I've done a bunch of lathes on wood.
Oh, sure.
But then also there's metal ones, which are even
giant.
Yeah, which is even more hardcore.
One would fit in this room.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Because it's a fucking belt driven, so someone just got caught up in the
and just
oh Jesus, and just they kept flipping.
Yeah, and like
because the machine just keeps going.
They're just a putty afterwards.
God damn,
and it's not funny.
God,
just shit like that. I'll just watch that for a while sometimes and just feel horrible.
It's like security footage.
Yeah, it's horrible, and because it's just you see people in black and white freaking out without sound. You're like, huh. They're gonna remember that forever.
Yeah.
And then I'm just.
And then you just like, let's do the next one. Yeah, you go. Oh, sucks for you. No emotional die, dude. That's how serial killers are born, I think.
Probably.
They just start watching this stuff.
That and then bedwetting.
Especially how you. Okay, wait, what?
Yeah.
Serial killers wet the bed?
Yeah, there's a weird thing with serial killers that there's like just common things. It's harming animals when they're young.
Yep, that's like Ted Bundy, right?
Most of them, yeah. Interest in fire.
Yeah.
But
also, I have interest in fire.
I had that
I
forever.
still do.
Yeah. Bedwetting and then serious head injury early on.
Oh, okay.
Which I've had two and a half.
I've had a concussion.
But like as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you fell on the ice.
When I fell ice skiing.
Yeah.
Just doink.
Fucked you up. So,
Didn't go to the doctor.
So I played with fire. I wet the bed. I don't think I was a bed wetter though.
No, I wet the bed on accident when I was younger.
Well, yeah, on accident.
Yeah. But I wasn't like... So serial killers do it on purpose because they like
No, it's just like...
It's just a common thing.
A lot, yeah.
That's... I mean, if you're diving into psychological things...
Who knows?
Psychology, they kind of... Yeah, everything's just like... Nothing lines up.
No, at all.
That's why you're malfunctioning.
Besides like playing with fire and being mean to animals. Those are like the only things that kind of, as in like they're a destructive thing.
Yeah. Well, dude, fire was so fun as a kid, especially when I discovered gasoline.
Or axe. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
God.
And then also like, I would like, when I discovered fireworks.
Sure.
I was like, this is awesome. I like take them apart and try and put them together and use like the gunpowder.
That's how you lose a thumb. Yeah. I remember once.
I would make crazy shit. And half the time it wouldn't work, so I just pour gasoline on it.
Right. Yeah. And that it works.
I'm just doing this in the fucking cul-de-sac.
I would do it in my parents' garage.
Yeah, dude, in the middle of the summer, just some kid out there just. I was like by myself always.
God, or I mean, the moment we all discovered at the same time that you can light axe on fire.
Oh, dude, and then everything smelled like shitty.
That sword still smells like axe.
Still smells like axe, dude.
And that's probably 13 years ago I lit that on fire.
Dude, axe is is actually around anymore?
I don't know. Because I feel like teen boys are now like so douchey that they use like fancy ass cologne.
Yeah, probably like rich shit.
Yeah, which is so annoying.
Dude. But I remember like when we were that age and we used axe,
God,
you would walk down, you would turn the corner to walk down the hallway to the locker room and you could already smell it.
It's a wall. Well, because also boys would think it'd be funny to spray each other with it.
God,
and then you reek.
Yeah, because they would do it close and then hold it.
Yeah.
So
where you're cold and wet from it. Yeah.
And it's just like...
and flammable.
Yeah. But dude, it's so fun when you spray it and it's a lighter.
Oh I mean,
because a fucking flamethrower is badass. Yeah, that still is.
I breathe fire. Like that's why I got into that shit because it's awesome,
dude. If I can find the video, I'll put it here. Oh. But when I was living with my buddy in the country a few years ago, he had like 2 giant dogs and we'd always hang out in his garage and it was so fun. But he had like a flamethrower that was connected to like a propane tank and it was like this giant metal like torch thing that when you pull the trigger it just shoots flames.
Okay.
We were in his garage fucking around with it one day. Yeah. And it scared his dog so bad.
I bet.
We weren't even doing it to the dog.
Right. Well, yeah. God.
But his dogs were around. But he scared his dog so bad. And I was like filming the fire, but I got this on tape. His dog was so scared. He head into a door.
Oh,
and just like, dude, and it's so, he's fine. But it was so funny. We were also high when we were doing it, so then we were like...
Perfect time.
We just kept watching it over and over. Because it's so funny. Just... Dink.
You know, it's just so fun. Moist Monday.
Moist Monday. Let's freaking get into it, boys and girls.
So in exciting news.
Oh, wow. Jacob's started off a lot of conversations today. This is the first.
So you know that I've now started working my second job at an arcade.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Is it cool?
Yes, I love it. It's now my favorite job I've ever had is working at the actual bar.
Because it's open and patrons are there.
Yeah, I get to see people playing with it, but also people see me fixing it and I feel cool.
You like being like, oh, who's that guy?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
He's always been that guy.
Sometimes when I have to get into a machine, I have to turn my hat on backwards. I feel really cool. I know it's stupid, but I get so excited when I do that.
Hike up your pants.
Yeah. That's a lot, just so my ass isn't out.
Yeah, because you're fucking bending over and crouching.
Well, I have to like get in a little ball. Yeah.
And I'm sure most of the people just walk around you.
Yeah,
Like, they don't even look.
I don't think they're supposed to do that.
Are you supposed to be in that machine?
Exactly.
You're not wearing an up-down shirt.
But the arcade is now 100% fully operational.
Damn, you fixed everything?
Today I fixed all that I could, and then we swapped out the ones that are like truly broken.
They need to be like really fixed.
So like there was 3 that were where we were like literally missing parts for it.
Damn, that's wild. So you do that, but then also you fix arcades in your day job.
Yep. So my 9 to 5 is working at the warehouse fixing games
For other up-downs?
for all of them. Yeah. And then I worked I think 11 hours last week at the bar.
That's not bad, dude.
No.
And does it go quick?
Kind of, except for when it's 2 of the days it was super packed.
So what do you do?
I was basically just like helping.
Yeah.
Like keeping stuff clean, taking empty glasses and
walking around.
And I had one guy be like, "Hey, this button's not working," because he could see me like working on stuff. So I opened it up and fixed it.
You're like, don't mind if I do. Boy, you got a fucking key ring.
And just like throw my hand on back. Yeah.
What I picture you with a toothpick in.
Ooh, that would be fun. I'll invest in
You're like,
toothpicks.
I'll take care of it.
Let
Put
me
it back.
see something.
I'm just chewing on it.
But I was working on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I was adjusting the colors on them.
Fuck yeah.
So I had to keep watching the main screen over and over
To make sure.
And I realized something. So you know that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think they're around 15 or 16 between the, like some of them are different ages.
Yeah, because
they're all like 15 and 16. And then April O'Neil is 27.
She's a news reporter, though.
Yeah, but also, so she's 5'8", 115 pounds.
Oh my God.
So judging by her photo, it's all in her tits.
Yeah,
she's
all
a skeleton
boobs.
with tits.
It's all boobs.
Because that is so
Jesus
small,
Christ.
especially for someone that tall.
And then for an adult.
Yeah.
And then she's fucking hanging out with teenagers?
But no, so her description is, Turtle's biggest fan, uses any excuse to plant her lips on their handsome green turtle heads. Also a pedophile.
She's kissing people. Got it.
She's not kissing people.
She's kissing turtles.
She's kissing teenagers. That's the issue. Bestiality is one thing. Pedophilia, another.
That's where we cut you off, April. I do remember, like, as a kid, everyone was like, oh, April O'Neil, hot as fuck.
She is.
She still is.
But also,
But now we know she's only into teenage turtles.
Yeah. So, and I wonder if the ninjas have to be a part of it.
Well, dude, I found this out. This kind of relates. I got to look it up exactly what it's called. But I found out that the TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is called something different in Europe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Heroes in a half shell.
It's weird because like it's really close, but let me find it real quick. Okay, so in the UK and some other European regions,
Give me it in their accent and like how you think a British person would describe these turtles.
well, dude, it's they only changed one word.
Give me the accent.
So, okay, so I'm not good at accents. So like if you're in the UK,
Do a practice sentence.
if you're in the UK,
You're a Canadian from South Park.
fuck. If you're in the UK, Kyle. I don't know. That's South Park. But you're going to the arcade.
Still not British.
You're going to the arcade and you're gonna pop in some quarters or some what is it, pounds? Some euros. You're gonna pop in some euros.
Yeah.
This is not British.
No.
I don't know what it is. Is it kind of racist? But I don't even know who I'm doing.
I don't know. They're fine over there.
So you're walking with your buddy, and you're going to the British pub, the British arcade, and you're like, hey, you want to play this beat 'em up called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles?
Oh. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle. Like it works.
TMHT.
Timid. Like TMNT sounds so cool.
You want to know why they changed it?
Because all right, so what do they have against ninjas?
Yeah, they changed it from ninja to hero because of the violent connotations that ninja has.
they have swords and shit. Like,
Yeah, so they're not ninjas, they're heroes. But they're still teenagers, they're still mutants, and they're still turtles.
and they're still
All that is fine.
and they're still trained in the arts of ninjas.
Yeah, dude, that's what's. I found that out because I was like, we talked about this on Game Off the Grid a few weeks ago, and I was like, what the hell? They just changed it to hero? Like, that's so dumb.
Because like the logo looks dumber now.
Yeah, TMNT sounds so cool
Yeah.
too. TMHT?
TMHT.
It sounds like a someone that does coding.
Yeah, or like
HTTP or whatever.
yeah. But
Fucking
also
stupid.
another interesting arcade thing I saw. So I was also working on the 6-player X-Men, which I do
Badass.
believe is one of the best arcades
It's
ever
so
built.
good. And I love that it's 2 screens.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is
do
that
you
a bitch to fix though?
Yes, because do you know how it's 2 screens? Like, so it's not 2 TVs next to each other.
No, it's like angled, right?
Nope. It is. There's one TV on back, one TV on bottom, and a mirror.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's why that's why it's kind of deep.
Well, because
Damn.
if you look behind it, there's one box behind it, and that's with a TV in it. And then if you look down, there's one TV down there.
That sounds fucking way more complicated than just putting 2 TVs.
Well, they need to be able to intersect.
Oh yeah, because they cross over on the line.
No, it's like you're trying to make it where you don't
Damn,
even
dude,
notice.
that's
Yeah. They are.
wild.
I'm so glad I'm not the one who fixes that part.
Yeah, dude, that sounds so confusing.
No, my
You're like,
coworkers-
okay, so the reflection bounces up here. And then,
Yeah, and then because you also have to like plug shit in backwards. Some like
God damn, dude. Okay,
yeah, but
you
my
just fix the
coworker
buttons
is
and
very good at that.
that's his job.
Like I know how to fix like some monitor stuff, but he's the one who's really good at like balancing like colors and like
Yeah,
stuff.
that would be tough
He
for
is-
me.
He's
'Cause
very steady with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I feel like you got to be kind of precise, and then also you probably have to look at a reference.
Well, no, he'll put a mirror because you have to do it from behind the thing.
Oh my god!
So he'll often my job is to hold a mirror.
so we can just look and
Yeah.
but he's looking at a reflected image.
Yeah.
Jesus, fucking your job is tough.
His job is.
Yeah, you hold the mirror.
Yeah.
You're the mirror
I just
holder.
get yelled at.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mirror holder. You just walk out and show people's reflection.
But also another thing I noticed is that when they showed the character descriptions in that game, they misspell Nightcrawler
How do they spell it?
with an O. Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. What the fuck?
And that's not how it is in the comics. I double checked. I was like, there's no way I've been wrong about that forever.
So, dude, that's a big error.
Yeah. And it's on
It's
every
on the
one
mach-
that I've seen.
Damn, I've never noticed that.
Yeah, it's super weird. So be on the lookout for that.
Do you think
That's
they did that in ode to Ozzy Osbourne?
I don't think so.
Mr. Crowley?
Mr. Crowley is a person.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that song's about a guy named Crowley.
That's a drug dealer?
Nope. Shit. I always confuse 2 people. And fuck, I cannot remember the other one right now. One of them
It's a good
wrote
song, though.
the Satanic Bible. The
Okay.
other one practiced the mystic arts and was like a mountain climber and a really weird dude.
That sounds like
and he was
Crowley.
really pro butt stuff. No, shit. I'm gonna look up who wrote the Satanic Bible.
I don't think Crowley wrote the Satanic Bible because we've talked about the Satanic Bible a lot for some reason on this podcast. Okay, we've talked about everything a lot. And when you talk about everything, the Satanic Bible comes up.
Anton LaVey.
Anton
did that.
LaVey. So Mr. Crowley was the hiker that does... he
what
practices
is-
the dark arts?
Crowley.
Is that what you said?
I'm gonna look up
He's a Harry
Crowley
Potter?
magician. Aleister Crowley. That's his fucking name.
Aleister Crowley.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that guy. That's a weird dude, and he was real. And yeah, he was a magician, but not like is this your card? More of like I masturbated on this piece of paper thinking about something, and it came.
Which is
true.
something we talked about on this podcast.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's where you got it from?
No. Yeah. From reading his book. I have his books too.
Yikes.
Yeah, but also remember when I tried that. That's when my tummy ache started happening.
Yeah, because you got cursed.
I think for people who are new to the podcast,
Yeah, dude.
me myself, Jacob, suffered from something I named as tummy aches, but not researched by a doctor, but from description, it's something where when I came, my brain bled into my spine.
We don't know if his brain actually bled.
But that was the description of like I typed in my things, and apparently that's a thing that happens.
It's not good.
And that was the
You're
type
having
of pain.
such an intense orgasm that his brain
Not even
is,
that intense, because I would have
most
to.
of the time it's average.
Well, the issue was like a lot of times the first time it would happen would be during sex, and at that point I am just
You're dead.
No, I'm not. I am writhing in pain, holding, like, gripping my head. It is the worst.
So you just like fucking sploosh everywhere, and then you're like,
No, I literally fall backwards off of her, and I am gripping my head.
it's just
in
like
pain.
you fall on top of her, and you're just gripping your baby, and she's stuck. Just, oh god!
But like, it is as you finish, and it's the
So you don't
worst.
even get to enjoy anything.
No,
you're just like, here we go.
And then the scariest thing is, the second time it happened, you're like, fuck, this is gonna keep happening. So then you have to jerk off and test it.
Yep.
And that, do you know how hard it is to get aroused when you're like, God, I hope this doesn't kill me.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm afraid to come.
But I want to see if I can.
Just to, but then it's like, oh, here it goes.
And yeah, because
It's either going to be great or terrible.
or it'll be just normal or terrible. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Usually if you're jerking off, it's just fine.
yeah, it's fine. It's necessary.
Or you're in pain.
Yeah, or it's the worst pain I've ever felt. And it's where my skull meets my spine.
Jesus. Izzy's like trying to sleep, and then she just hears you scream from the bathroom. She's like, oh, he's jerking off again. She knows.
She gets jealous.
And you're like, it's for science. Okay, I'm testing
I'm
this.
dying. God, I hope those don't come back.
Well, dude, I don't know what caused him.
No, it's
Yeah, I don't-
saying I could never get them again, or it could happen forever.
Yeah, so they just randomly went away?
Yeah.
That's weird. And you haven't had him since. And that was a while ago.
Yeah, I've had them
And I'm
probably.
guessing you've gained many times.
I've had them over 3 spurts.
Why'd you get to use birds?
But like, I think the first time it was maybe just the once, and then it was like a small chunk, and this last one was like a couple weeks.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. Fuck, I wonder when that was. 'Cause that was a scary time, but I didn't go to the
It was a
doctor.
while ago. It was probably, it was last year.
A yearly thing.
Yeah, every time it gets cold out, that's how your body reacts. That's you already get allergies, but that's like your body's version of allergies.
God, that'd be the worst.
Every time the seasons change, you're like, can't come for a while. Speaking of ejaculation,
Okay.
I've been reading Chaos.
Oh, God, I haven't yet.
I'm about 100 pages in.
Nice.
Yep. But dude, it's like a 500-page book.
I know.
It's fucking.
So I can still catch up.
Yeah, it's massive. But it's hard to read.
Is it good though?
It's really good.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying it.
Cool.
But it's so in depth and so detailed.
Because once we finish it, we'll have to do a whole podcast just talking about everything in it.
But like the tough part is like when you read it, there's so many names.
Sure.
And that's kind of when I'm like reading it, I'm like, okay, who's this person again?
Sure.
Like I get like
You
lost.
almost need to take notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of, but it's really good.
Cool.
And I'm really enjoying it. It's a great way to end the night now that I've gotten past the murder part.
Sure. I
Now
bet
it's just
it comes back around.
Yeah. Now he's just diving into the conspiracy and trying to like reach out and talk to people, and a lot of people don't even want to talk to him about.
Cool.
Like it's like weird how like some people are just like no comment. Like they don't want to talk.
Is it that weird?
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Because you forget how gruesome.
No, I don't.
Well, yeah, 'cause
I
you just
don't.
read it.
They detail it.
Yeah.
They say the carpet was soaked in blood.
And Jesus.
Yeah, dude, it's
Christ.
fucked up. But dude, I'm really enjoying it. It's nice to be reading a book again.
So how'd that loop into ejaculation?
Well,
He comes a lot.
yeah, I think Manson jerked off probably. Well, and also one of the girls that died was pregnant, so that you get that from
Sharon Tate,
ejaculation.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know her name.
Yeah.
I didn't. But it's time for a segment.
Okay.
Robert's actual fun facts.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is a fun one.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get into the fun fact, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten goosebumps or the chills like when you listen to music?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect, dude. So there's a word for that.
Okay.
It's called frisson,
Ooh.
spelled Rfisson. So I thought it was Frisian.
Why do you keep putting an F? Wait.
Frisson. Frission.
Okay. All right.
It's on the screen for people watching at home. But according to researchers at USC,
Okay.
only about 50% of people in the world get this feeling,
Okay.
which is wild because I have it. You have it. Most people that I talk to have it. So if you have it, you're special.
You're kind of.
So it's
50%.
so it's a French word.
Yeah.
So it's frisson. So it's kind of hard to say. And the definition of frisson is a sudden strong feeling of excitement or fear a thrill.
Okay.
So apparently when you get it, so I watched like videos on it today. Okay. And I learned a lot about it. So apparently when you get it, it releases, it's like a dopamine release.
Sure.
And that's why the hair stands up in your body, you get goosebumps. It's very similar to the release of dopamine that you get when you have sex or do drugs.
Sure.
And what's wild is scientists are still like trying to figure out like what causes it.
Because like goosebumps are supposed to be like a reaction to danger, right?
Yeah. And this is like you like are listening to something or it doesn't have to be music, but you react to something so strongly.
Well, like I've heard like a speech that has given me goosebumps.
Yeah. Because sometimes you're like that. It's so good.
Yeah.
So you can get it from any other aesthetic experience. It doesn't have to come from music, but that's the most common.
Okay.
There are reports that say if you experience frisson, it's so weird to say it because I want to say frisson, but
Frisson.
it's frisson. You're more open to new experiences.
Okay.
And you have higher levels of creativity, intellectual curiosity, and higher levels of emotional intelligence.
So if you don't get these, you're a fucking dummy. And you probably enjoy the Always Monday podcast.
Yeah, all the people listening, they're like, I've never felt this way listening to
Or they're like, I'm getting it right now from this dumbass
I'm
podcast.
so hard right now. So it basically means, like, if you get that, you have a supercharged appreciation of beauty in the world.
Okay.
Frisson.
Frisson.
Yeah, because I've had that experience and that feeling my entire life. Like every time I like hear something like an awesome performance of a song or like someone hits like a high note into something, I'm just like, oh my God.
It's weird when it literally just like hits.
Yeah, because you're like, holy fuck. Like, because it like, you know something's good and then all of a sudden your body reacts how good it is.
It's like,
it's weird as hell.
It's like, no, this is hitting every sense.
See, I thought everybody got it. That's the weird part.
I assume still even like everyone has the capability to get it. Maybe it just doesn't connect as much.
Well, it's a lot of people that are creative, and it's a lot of people.
But also, if it, or wait, yeah.
So you're creative, so you get, yeah. But it's also a lot of people that are into playing music. They are more likely to get it because they're
connection or whatever.
Creative enough to learn an instrument or whatever, or want to do that, and then they're so close to music. I was watching an interview with a guy that like. He'll like be writing music, and then if he gets that experience when he's writing, he knows he's onto something good. But like, how do you? It's such a weird thing that
I've never gotten that from anything I've written.
No, I'm not that good.
I've gotten like the best thing I can do when I'm writing is I'll make myself laugh really hard, and then I say to myself I'm a genius, and then I text you about how I'm a genius.
But you never get goosebumps from it.
I don't think I ever have. No,
I've never.
My own idea, that would be like I would be a little disappointed in myself. I'm like, you can't be that full of yourself.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like if you're writing something so good that it gives you goosebumps,
you're kind of an asshole.
But also, it's your body reacting to it. It's not your mind.
I guess.
But it also means like you have like stronger connections in your brain in some areas. Sure. Dude, it's a wild thing. Yeah. And it's a cool word. So every time if you get that feeling of goosebumps or chills when you're listening to music, frisson. French for feeling. Good?
Oh.
No, I don't know what the actual but it's frisson. I always thought it was frisson, dude.
What do you mean always? You just learned this too.
Well, no, this has been in my list for a while.
Okay.
I've known about the word for a long time, but I did research on it today about it. Like I knew it was, okay, this is the word and this is the feeling, and then I did research it. Yeah, I did. It kind of feel like I was doing a TED Talk.
Sure.
You know, I could pace back and forth on the stage.
Do you think it was good enough to give somebody frisson?
No, because it wasn't well thought out. Dude, the people that do TED Talks,
yeah.
How do they talk so good?
Yeah.
Or well? How do they talk so well?
That's a good place to start.
But like they're all, first off, confidence.
Yeah. And also knowledge.
But then also
total understanding of your topic.
They're not even reading from a script. They probably wrote a script and then thought it through, but
memorized it, yeah.
But then like, dude, if I'm like reading something and I'm on stage, I'm going to read it fast. But
sure.
They're like, they take breaks, they breathe. They're like, no, look at this. This is cool. PowerPoint. It's cool, dude.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's fucking badass. I don't get how people can just be on stage.
Well, like the same with people who do an hour-and-a-half comedy show.
Yeah, dude.
Well, and
how?
Because those, what throw me off is that they do it every night.
Yeah, and also, how do you memorize all that shit?
Well,
and you're talking to yourself.
I get memorizing it more. My thing is, how do you do it happily all the? How do you
still think it's funny?
Because it's still, it's then by the end of it, it's very timed, it's very on pace, but it's still here. Like, And also you laugh at your own things
Yeah.
and like stuff. So it's got to be a little fake, but like
But also, dude, my thing is like, how do you talk to yourself
that's a whole art form on that. Yeah.
for that long?
Try to do a solo podcast.
I have been trying.
No, I'm saying, but just like a podcast about this, about nothing.
God, dude, that'd be
Some people do it.
a
and
lot of people do that.
and sometimes it's good. I think,
But
those
it's
are,
a lot of they're like talking about news stories, reacting to
Sure, yeah.
clips, and we're just bullshitting.
right. Some people do bullshit for 2 hours by themselves.
Yeah, but they're usually a stand-up comedian, so they're used
Yeah, that's
to
true.
talking. I did. If I just like sat in front of a mic by myself and I was by myself in a room, I would just go, "Hello."
Yeah, I have nothing worth saying.
Yeah, because I talk to people, but it's weird. I mean, that's how a lot of YouTubers are. They just are by themselves.
Yeah,
Every project that I've always done, it's always been a partner thing.
sure.
Because I like bouncing, but like by yourself, dude, I would not be able to. I couldn't do it.
I wouldn't want to. Because also, I don't think I have anything that good to say.
You have a podcast.
Yeah. I don't think we have anything that good to say.
Well, you just learned something today.
That's true.
Freeze on.
For a song.
Pretty badass.
Whoa. Some breaking moist news.
Oh, breaking moist news. Halfway through an episode.
But we have chosen our first moist movie of the month.
Moist movie of the month.
Putting that on the screen, too.
Yeah. Every time Jacob puts his hands up, I'm like, fuck.
Gotta make something.
Now I gotta put it on the screen.
All right. And the moist movie of the month is, drumroll please. I meant from you.
There's no drum roll sound
I
effect.
know. I meant your mouth.
Oh.
Boat propeller, please.
It's like the boat, like chugged.
Heavyweights. Woo! The Disney classic starring Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller's in it?
Heavyweights.
I didn't know Ben Stiller was in it. Is he a camp counselor?
You'll see.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
I don't want you to know anything about it going in. I've seen this movie. I haven't seen it since college.
Okay, wow. Maybe I watched it when I was like a kid.
Yeah, so
Because it was on the Disney Channel, probably.
I guess I hope it's on Disney Plus.
If now we have a month to find it.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's at JC and Hobby. I'll buy a physical copy.
I'll double check.
You're going to make sure it's on Disney? If not, are we going to change the movie? We got a month to figure it out, okay?
No, but if it's on Disney Plus, I'd like to announce that they can at least watch it on there.
Oh, I get what you mean.
I think it's on Disney Plus. I tried to look it up, but I had to update the app, and then there was errors, and then I googled it.
So, Moist Movie of the Month, Heavyweights. We're going to watch it. So here's how this is going to work, okay? Watch Heavyweights. Send us an email at moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com with your thoughts, reactions, feelings about Heavyweights after you've watched it, or maybe before, or do both. Also, comment on social media with the same comments, and at the end of the month, we'll do a standalone episode.
Moist movie of the month episode.
Yeah, we'll do an extra episode at the end, so that's more content for us to work on.
For you to work on,
Well, we still got to film.
I guess.
We got to film it, but we'll talk about the movie, and then we'll read and react to people's comments and emails and stuff like that. So you got all month to watch it and send in your stuff. The sooner the better, because we have to film in advance, obviously. So get on it. Anything else you need to add?
No.
Dude, he thought about it for so long.
I had to think
I
about
thought you
it.
were going to panic for a second. What's
No.
the month? I'm excited, dude.
Me too.
I'm excited for Heavyweights. Ben Stiller.
And keep trying to think of because we're going to do this every month
Every month now.
So keep thinking of ideas.
It's slowly just going to become a
A
stupid...
daily podcast.
Just fuck, dude. I mean, when we did Fast and Furious, that's how we got the most views.
That's true.
One of our top streamed episodes is Fast and Furious.
And they didn't like it at all.
No, I hate it, dude. Like, no joke. One of our top streamed episodes out of all 115 is the Tokyo Drift episode.
I think that's like number 3.
Yeah, and we hate that
We
movie.
really do. And so does Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden hates it. He told me. I know he argued it on the last time he was here, but now that he's not here, he like told me in comments. He goes, actually, I don't like it.
And if he comments below, he's a liar.
Yeah. So good luck commenting now, Jaden. But speaking of what?
Speaking of what?
Speaking of February,
Okay.
I was going to announce this last week, but I forgot.
Okay.
But I'm announcing it today because we're filming this the last day of January.
Yes.
I almost said July for some reason. Last day of January. February, I'm doing booze-free February.
Yeah, is that the name for it?
I think so. Booze-free February.
February.
It's a hard... February free. Booze-free February, so I'm giving up alcohol. I'm also going to give up weed and energy drinks again.
Okay.
So taking a whole month off, except for this weekend.
Sure.
Because I'm going to Iowa City to see my sisters and my cousin to celebrate his 21st birthday.
Oh, right.
And that's been on the calendar since last year. So, and I made this decision last week that I was going to do this.
That's fair.
So go to Iowa City and enjoy it. But that's the first weekend in February. And then the rest of the month, taking it off. No comment?
I'm trying to think of a better name than
Booze-free February. I mean, February is just hard to say on its own.
Right, yeah.
Also, how do you spell it?
There's 2 R's, right?
February. Yeah, it's
February.
hard. I always spell it wrong.
I don't often spell it.
February.
I just do FEB.
Yeah, FEB period.
Yeah.
But I'm doing booze-free February. If anybody else wants to do it, I know it's last minute, and by the time this goes out, it'll be February 4th.
And you might be drunk already.
But that's okay. I'm just announcing that I'm going to do it. Jacob's not going to do it with me. But I think a few other people are joining me.
Sure.
In my adventure.
I'll just not drink as much because also I don't drink on my own.
Well, I was thinking about it, but then I was like, oh, Izzy just did dry January, so I'm like, she definitely is not going to do it.
Right.
She's like, I'm not going to do another month. But I've been trying to get dialed in. So I was like, let me just do this.
Sure.
And this kind of goes into my next topic. So I announced this last time, but I gave up school.
You gave up school.
It's for Lent. I gave up school for Lent. Gave up school for Lent.
Until Jesus is back, I'm not going to school.
I'm not learning shit, okay, until Jesus comes back. If Jesus ain't here, I ain't learning. No, but I took the semester off to freelance. Dude.
How's it been going?
I've been having a hell of a time.
Trying to find freelance
It's
jobs?
hard as fuck
to put yourself out there.
Well, also to get bites.
Sure.
Like, I feel like once the ball is rolling,
sure,
then it's like consistent work.
Yeah.
But getting somebody to be like, okay, here you go, it's so hard. Because I've reached to a few people and they're like, man, I would be interested, but I don't make that much money. So it's like,
that's the thing.
That's
too.
the tough part.
Yeah.
Is like, editing costs a lot of money, and it's weird asking for that much. I'm even asking for a cheaper thing,
Right, yeah.
than what some people pay. And then I've tried going on sites and I've messaged a lot of people, no response, which sucks. But then I reached out, on the site that I was looking at, there's like bigger channels that do like new YouTube style videos where it's just like chaotic stuff. And it's like, in order to apply, you must have a reel with you consistently getting 500,000 views. I'm just like, gee,
consistently.
yeah, Jesus Christ. I don't have a video that even has gotten close to 500,000.
Really?
Well, I have one that has over 300,000.
Oh, okay.
But still,
Yeah.
that's 500,000 views.
And consistent.
And consistently.
That's a crazy amount.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck, so I can't apply for that. So now I'm like, it's tough, and I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Sure.
It's been a week since I made my decision, and I've been trying, but it does, I feel like fucking a loser.
Sure, but you got to keep trying.
Because I'm not doing anything.
Sure.
It sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, fuck.
Gotta do.
What do I do? So now I'm like, do I need to get a job? I might have to.
Maybe.
It's frustrating.
What kind of job do you think you'd get if you had to get a job right now?
I don't know. That's the tough part. There's a lot of stuff near me.
Sure, like just a simple job.
Yeah.
Which also, simple jobs pay a shit ton now.
Yeah. And
they pay as much as my adult job that I feel, adult being in quotes, but like things that you would have done when we were in high school, like working at a grocery store now pays $18 an hour.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
I mean, there's a grocery store near me. There's also a bunch of...
Which is more than I made welding.
Yeah. There's also a bunch of food and restaurants.
Sure.
Like fast food. I don't know. Because I don't want to do that. But also I need...
money.
I need money, dude. So it's like... But then the tough part is if you do that, it takes probably a while before you get paid. Because it's probably 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Before you get your first check, and then you're like, fuck.
And then what if then start your other things?
And then what if they start rolling in?
Because you have to, no matter what, keep trying on that because that's what you want to do.
And that's what I did. I've been freaking trying. I've been applying for shit. I've been looking into side hustles that I can do online, but some of those are kind of confusing.
And also sketchy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Because I tried that too.
But it's sometimes you're like, I don't get what I'm supposed to do.
Sure.
I did just get I'm using my parents' car, but I've been seeing if I can do DoorDash.
Okay.
Because that'd be easy and a good side hustle.
I signed up for Uber Eats once. It was easy.
I couldn't do it in my old car because it was too old.
Sure.
But this is a newer car. I just got to figure out because the insurance is still under my parents for the car, and you need that to like submit it.
I think Uber Eats you don't.
Oh, really?
Wait, maybe you need insurance. I don't know. I
You
feel
got to do like some proof of it that you have insurance.
maybe. Yeah.
So then like your car won't break down while you're doing a delivery or whatever.
what does insurance have to do with that?
I don't know. It's confusing. So I'm just trying to figure it out, but also I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. But I am. Like, I'm waking up early. I move my phone, and my phone's been away from my bed every week. Or not every week, but every day for like a week and a half. So I getting up at 8:30 every day, which is nice. Just making coffee, working on stuff.
God,
I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. I got some stuff done today.
I need to get coffee here. That's what I miss.
I make coffee every day.
Yeah.
And dude, I went to Aldi's yesterday because I'm trying to save money.
Yeah. And also all these.
Dude, I forgot how cheap it is.
And also some of their stuff is better. Some of it's not.
Yeah. I mean, I got a assorted bag of chips there. That's like off brand. And like,
You notice.
yeah, I've only had one so far, and it was like the barbecue one, and I was like, but also I was like, it's just food.
Yeah.
You know, I got lunch meat, and it's fine because it's on a sandwich. Like,
Yeah, their lunch meat's not great.
but it's on a sandwich, so like I don't notice.
Sure.
I did notice like I got coffee creamer there.
Yeah.
And like it is different than the coffee creamer I'm used to, but it's still drinkable.
Because like I know.
But I went and spent like $30, and I have a week full of groceries.
Yeah, you got a shit ton of stuff.
Fucking badass.
Because for us, when we make a list, we go to all these first.
And get everything you can.
Not everything we can, everything that we are willing to get from them. Because like certain, like I don't get like their frozen meat.
No,
like
yeah.
I'm not getting their chicken breast or anything like that. Like that is, I want a name on it because it's a lot better.
Yeah, or like, I did buy like their bread was super cheap, and bread's bread, you know.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Especially
And-
if you toast it.
yeah, dude. I toast every time I make a sandwich at home. I toast it.
Same.
Because I'm like fucking luxury.
a little
dude.
better, yeah.
Even a toasted PB&J, that shit's fucking good,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure shit out, and it's like it's kind of frustrating.
Sure.
Like it's
weird.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to just. I don't know why in my mind I thought it'd be easy. Like I'm like I have experience. Fucking pay me.
Yeah. But like, because you think editor, there's got to be a good way to get your name because everyone wants to be influencer right now.
Everybody's trying to. There's a lot of people I found on these sites that are looking to do short form content.
Yeah.
And like TikToks, and I'm like, oh, But then the thing is, like, you have to submit what you've done that's similar.
Sure.
So then I'm like, I make clips for a podcast.
Right, and that's not the same. Or you could give them the sketches we've made, which is very different.
It's very different.
And also, they might not like that.
Yeah, and then a lot of people, it's just like, oh, that's not the style.
Right. But
I'm just like, but I know how to edit. I can do your style.
Right. Yeah.
I just haven't done your style in the past.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tough part. And it's kind of just like shooting, pissing in the wind, kind of just hoping something sticks. Is that saying?
Those two sayings don't go together.
They could.
I think if you're pissing the wind, you don't want anything to stick.
But right now I do. I want to piss on everybody. Because I'm getting pissed off. And everyone else is getting pissed on by me.
Mm-hmm. And that's not preferable.
No, but I'm just, it's tough, dude. I'm trying to figure it out, and I don't know what to do right now.
Sure. I mean, you just got to keep trying at least, and then think about anything else you are qualified to do.
Yeah,
you would enjoy doing.
I did get somebody to buy it on Facebook, and because he was looking for somebody to write a script.
Sure.
I did message you about this, and I wrote like this 2,200 page script.
Oh, you had to write a script.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't understand what you told me about. Okay, I thought you had to like do something with a 2,200 script.
No, I wrote a 2,200 page script about like this game company because it was gaming related, and I submitted it, and it took me 3 hours.
Sure.
Because there was a lot of articles, there was a lot of detail, and that's like 5 pages. It's in Word. It's not script format. It's just in Word. I submitted it, and then he was like, "This is great, but actually, can you do it in a different style?" And I was like, "Oh no," because he wasn't willing to pay that much
For that already, yeah.
And then I already spent 3 hours making this, and I was like, "Dude, that's too much work for the amount of money that you're willing to pay."
Right.
But then he was like, "Okay, since you did do this, I will at least pay you something."
All right.
But I was like, "Fuck."
You're officially a paid writer?
Yeah, but
That's more than me?
He hasn't paid me yet.
Oh,
but he
gotcha.
said he will.
Oh, sure. So now he's hoping you forget.
I won't. But I'm like, and then because he sent back like, here's what I'm thinking, and he had bullet points, and I'm like, I'm not going to rewrite this. It already took me 3 hours to do this again.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously you have a style, and my style doesn't fit that.
Sure.
Because he's looking for like a documentary style, but I wrote a script that would be a good voiceover with footage, but I wrote it kind of in my words and added with a little. So it'd be great if I got the script. I can make a video on it.
That's fair.
I wrote it.
You run a gaming channel.
Yeah. And it's about this weird company that made. So they started. They're a UK based company named Detel, and they started in the 80s, and they're still around, but they're big. They made Action Replay, which became Game Shark.
Yeah,
like the cheating thing. But then in the early 2000s, they released 8 Game Boy Color games. They were unlicensed.
Oh.
And the only way you could get them was from Game Shark Online, the website, or through a magazine that was from a different company. But then when you dive into it, you realize, oh, it's the same. It's the parent company is the same company.
Sure, yeah.
So they're promoting these unlicensed games. And then I dove into every game, and it was like, it's kind of a wild history.
I would say make that for your channel.
Just fucking steal his idea.
I don't know how that works. I guess that would maybe mean you don't get jobs as a writer anymore, but like, I don't know. Is he aware of Gaming Off the Grid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
that's how he found me on Facebook.
Sure. That might be a little hard.
Because he was like, I'm doing gaming content, and I was like, I'm pretty good at that. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, I know.
Well, maybe he'll hire you for other shit.
He was like, I do like this though, and I do have ideas for other things that might fit your style.
Okay.
But I mean, he wasn't paying like, because I spent like 3 hours, and it's like, so the pay wasn't really equal.
But also 3 hours of my job is $60.
Yeah, this was less than that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
Yeah, this was less than that.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, it was like kind of minimum wage, if I think about it.
So he would give you like $30?
$30
to write a five. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's not worth it.
$10 an hour. I mean, I was at home drinking coffee and doing it, and it was fast. But I was also like, dude, I get it. If you're paying someone to do this, you kind of gotta pay more.
If you're going, through a private person, you do have to pay more.
Yeah.
Because also you could,
and I get that he's looking for a certain style, and that's why I was like, I'm not your guy then.
I guess good for him not going through AI, because AI can shit everything out pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, you gotta have a voice.
That's what's weird too, is like AI is gonna take over a lot of these fields.
Yeah, but it is for a certain. I think it will be a tool to help. Because you could be like, write me a thing about this company, and then it will come up with all the, because there are certain things that you're like, okay, I'm just saying this to spew information,
right?
But then you can add your own twist on it.
Sure. So I've tried to use AI to help me, and it does not.
No, it's just kind of because it's so dull, and it doesn't get.
Well, also it's
jokes
it's so PG. Also,
yeah.
Like because I tried to get it to like write like even like beginnings of jokes, and it fucking couldn't,
because it doesn't understand jokes.
Yeah, or also
unless it's like a it's holding ABC joke.
It's holding itself back from anything even like remotely like dirty, not even like just like even like on subject of shit.
Yeah, it's afraid to cross that boundary.
Because it's programmed to not offend anybody, I bet.
Which is wild that they're able to control it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now we're in an AI corner.
Oh shit! Should we do an AI theater?
Oh, let's do an AI theater
to prove how horrible it is.
Let's do an AI theater.
Welcome back to another impromptu moist theater.
I like if you're doing like a theater voice.
I'm trying.
I
think it's an okay theater voice.
Yeah, that's like kind of like we're whispering.
But tonight you will be enjoying the play by an AI writer, Laughscapes: The Comedy Nexus Chronicle. And
that's the title. Yeah, what was the prompt?
All right.
Because I haven't.
We haven't read any of it.
Yeah, we haven't read any of it. We're going to read and
just
react
the title.
To it raw.
So what I told them is, the way I started this conversation is, my best friend Rob and I do a podcast called Moist Monday. Are you aware of it? And they said, as of my last knowledge update in January 22, I don't have any specific information about the podcast Moist Monday. Podcasts can be niche, so it's possible I'm not aware of it. Feel free to share more information.
Yeah, we're a niche podcast.
And then I responded, look into it right now. And they said, I don't have real-time internet access. So
you and the AI hates our podcast.
So really, if you're against AI, support us.
Yeah,
And then
because we're real.
And then I did not respond to that. So I just said, write a script starring Robert and Jacob in a hilarious, thrilling adventure with a twist ending. And then they wrote a script. And then immediately, without reading, I said, make it twice as long and more interesting. And then
this is what we got.
This is what we got.
All right, here we go. Another edition of Moist Theater.
All right. Laughscapes, the Comedy Nexus Chronicles. Interior, Moist Monday Podcast Studio. Night. Which
nighttime.
we're
That's
at.
where Didi knows
It's
where we
happening
are.
right now. The studio is dimly lit with soundproofing foam on the walls. Robert, 30s and charismatic, and Jacob, 30s, witty, sit behind microphones ready to record.
Like it just assumes we're in our 30s.
And that you're charismatic and I'm witty.
Is that close?
Is that
What does charismatic mean?
I don't know. I know that's
You
what,
are witty.
I guess. I don't know if you're charismatic or not though.
I'm also witty, I think.
Yeah, I think both of us are more witty. I don't know.
Charismatic, I think, is like a good thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm that.
All right.
Oh, and then it's me. Enthusiastic. Welcome, Moist Monday listeners. Today we're diving headfirst into an adventure that will have you laughing, gasping, and questioning reality.
Well, I'm supposed to be smirking during this. Get ready for the ride of your lives, folks. Our story begins in an enigmatic town of Puddleville.
Puddleville.
Cut to exterior Puddleville, night.
It's nighttime.
Robert and Jacob arrive in Puddleville, a mysterious town with a fog-covered streets.
Why does this place feel like a punchline waiting to happen?
What the fuck does that mean? Mysterious. Legend has it, Puddleville holds the key to the world's funniest joke.
Dude, what? This is what AI thinks is funny.
I'm pumped. They follow a trail of laughter.
They follow a trail of laughter. What's a trail of laughter, dude?
They follow a trail of laughter leading them to a hidden underground comedy club. Interior
This is
underground
already great,
comedy
dude.
club night. The duo enters to find comedians performing hysterical sets.
Maybe the secrets lie in one of these jokes.
Let's uncover the laughter gold mine. They engage with comedians collecting punchlines, but an eerie undertone lingers.
Uh-oh.
Cut to mysterious bookstore.
Oh my God.
Night.
Something's happening.
So the last thing we were doing was engaging with comedians collecting their punchlines.
And then now we're in a bookstore.
A mysterious bookstore. Robert and Jacob stumble upon an ancient bookstore with a peculiar book.
This is so good.
This is me reading the book title. Jokes and Realities, the Comedy Nexus? This might have answers. As they read, the room shifts, transporting them to a surreal dimension where jokes shape reality.
What the fuck?
Cut to interior. We're in the interior of the surreal dimension.
Yeah, we're interior surreal dimension.
Day.
It's
So
daytime.
it's daytime now. Robert and Jacob navigate bizarre landscapes, encountering absurd scenarios.
Are we living inside a punchline?
This is the punchline, my friend.
Dude, what is this? Dude, AI does not know how to make jokes.
Nope. All right. They face challenges that require comedic wit to overcome, turning their adventure into a hilarious escapade, which we don't get to experience.
No, why does AI always cut over like they just like this is what happens?
They face challenges that require...
Tell us what the challenges are. And tell us the fucking hilarious escapades. Tell
Cut
us.
to interior vault.
Now
night.
we're in a vault? What the fuck?
The duo discovers a hidden vault with a sign, World's Funniest Joke. Proceed with caution. Temptation kicks in.
Ooh.
So this is them prepping us to hear the world's funniest joke.
I bet they won't tell us.
I bet they say, and then they read the funniest joke.
Yeah. So now I'm hesitant. What if the funniest joke alters everything?
And I'm bold. Only one way to find out. They open the vault, triggering a ripple effect of laughter, shaping their reality.
What's the joke?
Cut to Interior Moist Monday Podcast Studio night. In parentheses, twist ending.
Twist ending. Oh, we're in my show.
Oh, yeah, we probably shouldn't have said it's a twist. Let's see how the twist plays off. I haven't read it. What is it?
No, dude, there's more.
Oh.
There's more shit.
Oh, shit. Okay, right. Robert and Jacob awaken in their studio, surrounded by the aftermath of their surreal adventure. Are you fucking kidding me?
Was it all just a dream?
God damn it! Jacob, smirking, or did we rewrite reality with the world's funniest joke? They share a laugh, leaving listeners pondering the thin line between humor and reality. Fade out. What the fuck does that mean? All right, I'm gonna ask them now.
What's the joke? Give us the dude.
What's the joke?
AI doesn't. This is what I mean. Like, you can use it as a tool. So like, use this to get like the base idea, and then you got to fill in the gaps. Because this does nothing.
All right. They said the world's funniest joke. The key to shaping reality in laughscapes. They're quoting their own thing.
Their own fucking
remains a well-guarded secret.
But we discovered it. We opened the vault, dude.
But we discovered it.
Yeah, give us the fucking answer. Give us the...
The world's funniest joke in Laughscapes, the Comedy Nexus Chronicles, is an ever-changing subject marvel. Robert and Jacob discover it within the narrative, but the actual punchline is deliberately left open-ended.
We don't want it open-ended. We want an answer.
Tell us what the joke is.
AI makes me so
now.
angry. Like, I just want to snap at them.
They keep quoting their own thing. The world's funniest joke, as discovered by Robert Jacob in Laughscapes, the Comedy Nexus is...
They told us?
Why did the chicken join the band?
Jesus Christ. Why?
Because it had the drumsticks.
Oh my, that's the world's funny. That's what AI thinks is the funniest joke. Because they had the drumsticks.
Thank you for coming to another impromptu performance of Moist Theater.
Jesus Christ.
Curtain closed. I'm not allowed to threaten an AI.
Jacob tried threatening the mom.
An AI's fictitious mother.
Yeah. If anything, it's Elon Musk.
He didn't do GPT. I don't know who did that.
I think Elon Musk is starting to do something weird AI with X now.
Probably. Well, also, I think they're moving forward with the Neurolink shit.
Oh, dude, he did see...
Where that puts the internet in your brain.
No, dude, the first person, I saw this on Twitter.
Yeah?
Or X. Sorry,
right.
I'm opening a beer when I do this. He posted on X that the first person had the surgery. Who do you think that guy is?
I don't know. And like, is he...
Did he just randomly find somebody? Because when you're doing evil shit like that, I mean, I don't know if it is evil.
It could turn out great.
But I don't know if it is evil, but
there's no way there's nothing bad that happens with
Why
this.
do I picture like they just like a van pulled up and they just kind of kidnapped somebody?
Grabbed some dude, yeah.
So there's no ties.
Or just like, maybe it was like a person who like has no money and they were like, I need.
And they're like, we'll give you $5,000 if you do this.
Or did they get nothing? Because I don't know. But like also like my thing is like, if you're a suicidal person, fucking try something, I guess. Try something different.
I mean, we're getting right on the edge of a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, my favorite Black Mirror episode is the game one.
Sure. I was playing horror VR the other day.
No, but it's like, that's what it is. Because it's like, they're working on this game where they put a chip in you. Mm-hmm. And then it's like augmented reality it is augmented reality. Mm-hmm. That episode's fucked up.
Game test, yeah.
But it's so good, dude. Black Mirror freaks me the hell out. Mm-hmm. But also,
it's supposed to.
AI. Yeah.
Well, that's not AI. That is fucking in your brain. Like, I don't...
Yeah, they just put a chip in and then it just figures out like...
I think it's more than a chip because you have to put interface. Like, it's not a small thing, I'm sure. Because it's not like you can throw something in a brain and it'll adapt. No, you have to build something that can somehow adapt. Because my thing is...
That goes into your brain and figures out your fears and your thoughts. Well, and then also what changes how you see things.
Well, I don't think that this chip is supposed to do that. It's supposed to give like your brain the internet, I think.
Oh, I'm talking about the
right,
game,
yeah. I'm not talking about Black Mirror. I'm talking about Neurolink.
Yeah.
Because Neuralink...
So what is Neuralink?
I don't know exactly, but the thing is like, how can you actually have something that interacts with tissue and can take in your thoughts?
So like, are they able to see the internet like on their, like when they look, they can just see it?
I think it would be more like how you can imagine something and see it.
Oh, so they can imagine, like if they're connected to the internet, they can imagine like, oh, what's the definition of frisson or frisson?
No idea.
And then like, it seems like they thought of it.
Or they don't even have to think that and they're just impounded. When you like search your memory banks, you're actually searching the internet.
So then
you know how like you can like try to remember something and eventually you do?
Yeah,
so
or
that
you
is
adapt it.
Well, no, I'm saying like if you can't think of something but eventually you can, you are so much information
but
in your brain.
But if you're connected to the internet,
it might just do that.
And then,
instead.
But then you also you'd be like, oh, this is my new memory. This is what I think it was, even though it's just an internet result.
Or it's just a correct thought. It's not a memory.
Yeah, that's fucking weird because you're like, oh, what did I do in 7th grade? And then like the internet says.
I don't think it'd be that. I'd hope not.
So then it's like changing who you are?
I don't. You were saying this.
No, dude, I'm freaking myself out.
Sure. No, I know very little about what it is besides that it's supposed to amp up our brain power, our storage capabilities too.
So we can remember more?
Yeah, because you maybe will then not lose memories. Because like that's the thing too, is if it can cure dementia and Alzheimer's, I guess I would do it. Because Alzheimer's is my biggest fear.
I mean, it's wild that they put it in the first person so far.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, dude, and what's the tough part is with that type of experiment, that's a long term. So it's like you do this test and
Wouldn't
then
be the first people that did it. Yeah.
no, but then it's like you got to probably wait and see what happens long term, and then or do they just like, oh, it worked?
No
Push it
idea.
to the market. I mean, if you have money,
You still have to like get shit approved and stuff.
yeah, that's why I don't like. Did they got this approved by like the FDA and all this shit?
Is
that who had it? Is that who approves that kind of stuff?
you do testing before it's fully approved.
Oh yeah, because
This
it's
is
not
testing.
open to the public.
Right, yeah. But like also like if someone loses their arm, they have things that then can plug into at least your muscles and like simulate the
Dude, that is wild. That if you lose your arm or leg, you can move a robotic arm with your brain.
So it's
So it's like a hand.
got to be that kind of thing.
That's cool as fuck, though. That's really cool for like amputees and stuff.
So
like
maybe
that.
it's that, but for
Your brain.
yeah,
So then you can just stay sharp and young, even though your body deteriorates.
maybe.
Dude, I don't know if I would like that though. You get to a certain age and then you're like you're still, but you can't move.
But at that point, like, do we just go full on animatronic shit? Like we become cyborgs?
Oh, now we're getting into some Terminator shit.
Well, technically, those who do have robot arms are cyborgs.
yeah.
Like, by definition, yeah.
and because I've seen videos of like somebody that has like a robotic hand and then they just fucking crush like a can.
I saw a dude weightlifting with his robot arm. I'm like, that doesn't do anything. But, like, like you're not making muscle. Like, you're not getting strong.
I wonder if it's working off, like, I'm guessing he lost it probably at the elbow or something.
Maybe, yeah. So maybe he's still like working his shoulder. Yeah.
But it's still, because if it's robotic, you can probably just.
Right, yeah. You don't need to work it out. I guess you should test it once to see if you can do that.
And also, how does that work, like, when you're getting into, like, the sexy time?
I don't know.
You take it off? Are you able to take those stuff off?
Yes, you can take it off.
I didn't know like how it was connected to the muscle because I know like some people just have like a boot
thing, yeah,
that they can easily take off.
I think like foot is easier than hand.
Yeah, but like if you have a hand that actually works, can you take that off?
I think so. Maybe it reads like your muscle spasms.
Oh yeah, so you got to move and then it does that
because it can read the spasms.
So you just have fucking chips hooked up to muscles.
Same with like I'm saying like that. If you move your fingers, you can see how your arm moves. Maybe it can read that.
But it is wild that like you don't think about it, you just do it.
Yeah,
that's fucking weird. Science is. People are so smart.
That does throw me off. How smart someone can be,
and like a lot of people.
Because like also,
do you think those people have freeze on? Probably not. Actually, they probably do because they're super creative.
But they just hear like a big word and they get it.
Yeah.
But also, it also throws me off because I would guess you and I are above average intelligence.
Yeah, I'm smart.
No, like I don't think we're necessarily smart. I think.
Yeah, above average. Yeah.
I think because there's so many such dumb people.
Yeah. That they listen to this podcast. I love shit on our audience.
It does throw me off though. Like when you meet someone who's out there living and they're just
an idiot.
And like so much.
But I'm an idiot because of my jokes and my humor. But I'm also like I also know what I'm doing.
You can still do
but there are people that are just dumb.
And just like
and they're just living in society.
But like barely. And it's wild.
Dude, there's a lot of people. Most of the people that are dumb I met in high school.
Sure.
There's a lot of people that seem normal, and then you just start them and you go, "Oh, you're dumb," and they just don't know. That's the funny part. But isn't it wild? That,
so it's up to us to tell them.
And you're dumb, okay, listener. If you've made it this far in the podcast, you're dumb. No, I'm just kidding. But it is wild that there can be such a fucking range of humans.
Smartest person I know our age listens to this podcast.
And the dumbest person our age I know listens to our podcast. And it's the same guy. Taylor. No, I'm just kidding. Taylor is the smartest guy.
He's the smartest guy I know.
that listens to it. There's probably a few people that listen that we don't know. I would hope.
No, I'm saying the smartest guy I know listens to this podcast. Not the smartest person that listens to this podcast that I know.
Well, it fits both solutions.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. This is a hung like a horse.
What?
Horsecock.
Oh, yeah.
I was going back and watching that video with Taylor, and he was wearing shorts, and I was like, so close. And now he heard me say it. And that's cock talk, everybody. That's a new saying that I've thought about. Every time we talk about penises, it's gonna be called cock talk.
Mm-hmm. And not spelled the way you think.
Yeah, actually spelled the reverse way of what you think. But this has been...
I was about to do that too.
This has been the Moist Money Podcast because it's starting to get off the rails. Thanks for listening. Happy freaking February, everybody. Happy Love Month. Go tell someone you love that you do.
And also, the fun thing about that, now it's February, that means we've been recording these for 2 years now.
Let's fucking go.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's so stupid.
And AI still doesn't know who we are.
No, yeah,
God
that is a little
damn,
disappointing.
man.
I wish I could tell AI something and then it would tell everybody else. Like anyone who uses AI. Like I wish I could like get in there.
Program.
Yeah.
Weasel into its brain.
Yeah, just where it drops Moist Monday on people.
Oh, you like people AI. What podcast show listen to? And they're like,
Moist Monday.
Moist Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that about?
We had this weird thing that they did.
They keep asking me to write it scripts. But make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Moist Monday Podcast. Send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com, especially about heavyweights.
Yeah.
Because Moist Movie of the
Please
Month.
join in on the Moist Movie of the Month. We are very excited.
It's going to be super exciting. And also, we'll read your shit during that episode.
Yeah. And so it's a
collaborative.
Yeah, we're really excited that this is maybe something that we can all do together.
It's a community thing. Like we want... I know we only get a few comments and emails here and there, but that's why we're giving you a
Everyone
month.
can participate in the Moist Movie of the Month and keep submitting movie ideas for next month and every month from here
we
on
have
out.
a list started. We have a giant list. We'll probably keep adding to it and then just
choose.
See how we're feeling.
Yeah, depending on the month. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Sounds like you have an idea.
I did, but it didn't apply already.
What was your idea?
I had a wrong idea to begin with.
Well, let's hear it.
What was that? Like, ooh, February, Love Month. We should do a romance movie. We already didn't.
Yeah, we already picked heavy.
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, but that is what's happening now.
Heavyweights is a romance.
Yeah, because I love it. Actually, I don't really remember it. We'll see how it goes.
It's wild that Taylor was so... Is it like his favorite movie?
It's been a thing for a long time with him. He has enjoyed heavyweights for a very long time. And it's kind of a bit, but not really, because he really enjoys heavyweights.
Well, now I'm curious. Hopefully, Taylor, you'll text us or email us your thoughts.
At moistmoneypodcast@gmail.com.
And then we'll fucking read them. Dude, it's going to be fun. But thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. Rate us 5 stars on all the apps. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Do all the freaking bullshit. And tell your friends.
And most of all, keep it moist out there.
Yeah, keep it moist. Cheers, everybody.
You even cheers me. All right. Love you, bud.
Love you too.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.